Jealousy sometimes is normal. Acknowledge the fact that you are jealous. Focus on your strength. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Hi lovelies, is your girl Dam Dam and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you doing? In today's video, we'll be talking about how to overcome jealousy, right? As women, most times we kind of find ourselves once in a while being jealous, and for some reason we don't know how to deal with this jealousy, right? So if this is something that interests you, stay tuned to the end of this video. Jealousy sometimes is normal, right? But it gets to a certain point, it starts to get to the extreme, and it's necessary that you do something about it. And many a times we find ourselves being jealous and also being afraid to admit that we are jealous. And also, if you're a Christian, you feel like, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm living right, I have the fruits of the Spirit, I have everything, I'm doing everything the Lord wants. But once in a while, you catch yourself being jealous of either your colleagues or your friends, or people on social media, and you just want to hide it. You don't want to admit that you're jealous, right? I can relate with that. Trust me. I've been in a point in my life where I found myself being jealous of a colleague and I just couldn't shake it off, and I just thought that I was denying it and thinking, oh no, I can't be jealous. No, jealousy is not for me. I have the fruit of the Spirit. I'm not a jealous person. But girl, I was jealous, right? And so it's very important that we address this. And if you do not address this jealousy, sometimes it can go overboard and you begin to harbor hatred for the person. So, and that is not what you're supposed to do, and that's not who you are as a Christian or even as a human being. You're not supposed to hate your fellow human being. But if you allow the feeling of jealousy to linger, you find yourself being resentful, you find yourself hating someone for no reason, and you just cannot explain why you just can't work or stay with that person, right? And so in this video, I'll be sharing with you some tips on how to overcome jealousy, because I found myself being jealous at some point. But trust me, I'm at the stage of my life where I had overcome that jealousy. And so I'll be sharing with you some tips on how I overcame jealousy and comparison. So jealousy is a strong emotion, is a very strong emotion, and is a form of covetousness. That means you are coveting, or you're looking at something that belongs to another person and you want that thing. So most times it's not about the person. Sometimes you really don't have issue about the person, but you have issues with what the person have, what the person possess, or what the person represents, right? So most times it's very important that the very first thing you should do when you find out that you're jealous, acknowledge the fact that you are jealous, right? So like somebody going to the rehab will say, oh, my name is A and I am an alcoholic. So number one, you have to acknowledge the feeling, because if you do not acknowledge the feeling, the devil will begin to deceive you, and before you know, it's just going to grow up and it will grow into hatred, right? So number one, acknowledge the feeling that you are jealous of this person. Now, once you acknowledge the feeling that you are jealous of this person, begin to reflect and try to understand where this jealousy is coming from, right? Is it coming from your own insecurities? Is it coming from your fear? Is it coming from your lack mentality, right? Is it coming from your mindset? Where is this jealousy coming from? Because it doesn't just start. There's a seed. The seed of jealousy was planted somehow and somewhere in your life. So where is this jealousy coming from? So once you acknowledge the fact that you are jealous, then you begin to look at it from a different perspective, right? For me, when I was jealous was because I was jealous of the person's accomplishment, like the person's professional accomplishment. So for me, I wasn't jealous that, oh, this person is more beautiful than me, or this person has this skin more than me. No, I was jealous because of the skills and the kind of job that the person has, right? That steered me into channeling my jealousy into something productive, channeling my jealousy into self-improvement, channeling my jealousy into self-development, right? So I thought that if it's a skill that this person have, I can have that skill as well. So this person is not 100% perfect, and this person does not have everything all figured out, and the person is not just wake up one morning to become who she is, right? So at some point in time, I felt that the person also worked on herself and developed herself to get to the level that she is right now. And so basically, instead of me to be jealous of her, I decided to work on myself as well, and to work on my self-improvement as well, like to get those skills I wanted to get, to be a better person at work, whatever I needed to do to equip myself for promotion, to equip myself to be better in life, to be ahead in life. I decided to do that, like good things, positive things, to improve myself. So the good thing about jealousy is that you can channel it for self-improvement. Jealousy does not have to be destructive. It can be channeled for self-development, and it would even benefit you if you look at it from that perspective, right? So that's the very first thing you should do. Remove the person from what the person has. So you're not jealous of the person. It's not the person. It's usually what the person has. And that is what you are coveting. That's what you are looking out for. That's what you want. Even the scripture is against covetousness, right? So you decide that you have to make a conscious effort not to want to be that person. So you're not trying to be that person, but you're trying to improve on your skills and allow that person's lifestyle to inspire you to want to be a better person, to want to be better than your own yesterday, right? So that's basically the very first thing. You have to acknowledge it. You have to change your mindset, change how you see jealousy, change how you see yourself and how you see that person, right? So it is not the person, it is you, right? It is not the person, it is what the person has. That's what you try and look out for, and that's what you try to improve on. Okay. Secondly, journaling, writing your thoughts is very important, because most times by the time you write your thoughts, you read it and it becomes clearer. Because if you leave your thoughts just in your mind, you're just thinking about it and thinking about it, it begins to it begins to grow and grow, and when it grows hatred, and different kind of things the devil can begin to take advantage of that. But when you journal, you write out your thoughts, and by the time you read out your thoughts, your mind is open and it's clearer. It's like you're reading a novel, or you're reading somebody's book, somebody's write-up. It gives you the time and the opportunity to read and assimilate and understand and think about it. So the more you read about it, the more you have a clear understanding of where this jealousy is coming from. So what I'm saying is that when you write your thoughts, the reason why you're jealous and what you want to do about this jealousy, it becomes a goal. And that is what is going to drive you. So you are not writing all about the person. So it's not the person you are fixated on. You are fixated on your goals. It becomes a goal. So basically, it helps you, right, to channel your feelings to the right place. And also, let's look at life generally, that nobody is perfect. So when you see somebody's image or lifestyle on social media, you need to know that the person is not putting every aspect of their life on social media. That is just the only thing that they want you to see, and that's what they are putting right there. And honestly speaking, social media is not a place where everybody should put in their bad days. Everybody should be sad on social media. It's going to be depressing if every time we go on social media we're seeing bad news, nobody's happy, somebody is crying, somebody is sad. We will all be depressed, right? Social media is supposed to be for fun, for encouragement, see beautiful things and laugh, see comedies and watch people's life being beautiful, people having fun, and laugh and celebrate with them, celebrate their victories and celebrate their wins with them. But you cannot really think that everything that you see on social media is all that is about the person. And remember that nobody is perfect. If they are perfect, if they have everything all figured out, why do they still keep showing up? People keep showing up in their place of work, even managers, directors, even ministers and pastors. They keep showing up. People keep doing things because they have not reached, how do you say it in Nigeria? They've not reached where they want to reach. That means that they are still looking for, and they're still searching for something. The same way you are also still looking for and you're still searching for something. You have not gotten to your goal yet. So even though you feel like, you are somewhere, but you have not gotten to your goal yet. So remember that also success is relative, and success is measured at different levels and stages of your life. So somebody might be successful at a different stage in our life does not mean that you yourself are not successful. At this stage that you are in right now, you are successful, right? So you need to look at it from that point of view, that success is relative. This person is doing well, I am also doing well in the level that I am. So if you have that kind of positive mindset, it's going to help you to move past that jealousy, and then you begin to use your jealousy as a form of inspiration, as a form of goal, as something that drives you and something that inspires you to want to do better, to want to improve your life, right? So basically, that is what you should do. Thirdly, guys, we should also know that we are all unique. We all have our unique strengths, right? So you should also look at yourself positively. What is that positive trait or that positive strength that you have as a person that this other person does not have? Because trust me, all fingers are not equal. So even twins, their thumbprint is not the same. Yes, their DNA might be the same, but their thumbprint is not the same. All I'm saying is that we have been uniquely, wonderfully, and beautifully made and created by God. So we all have our unique strengths. So instead of focusing on what you do not have, focus on what you have. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Focus on what you have and see how you can improve what you have. See how you can be better with what you have. See how you can use the skills and the talents that God has given you to be better, to improve your life and to improve the life of others around you. And also look at it like we all learn from each other, and we are all, nobody is independent and nobody is an island. So you can learn from your colleague, you can learn from your friends, you can collaborate. And I feel like also collaboration helps you in reducing jealousy. Let's say, for example, in your place of work, and you are jealous of a particular colleague. I realize that when you collaborate, team bonding, working together, you will begin to see that person in a different light. Trust me, because you are genuinely working together for one goal. Maybe you have a target or you have a project to do at work. So you realize that this person will bring their skills, you bring your skills, you bring your own ideas, and together you guys will work towards achieving your goal. And that's the beauty about collaboration. So the more you collaborate, you begin to see this person differently, and in the process you can even see the person's imperfections. And like I said, nobody is perfect. So in the process of collaborating, you can get to know, oh, this person as well doesn't have everything all figured out. We are all trying to be better. We're all trying to learn and improve. Same with yourself and same with the person as well. So that's also something very important that you should look out for, right? Look out for your strengths and focus on your strengths, and stop comparing yourself with other people. You are unique. You are wonderfully and beautifully made. Nobody can talk like you. Nobody can speak like you, write like you, move like you, analyze like you, joke like you, interpret things like you. You are amazing, you are beautiful, and you are talented in your own unique way. Okay. Number 4, guys, is that you need to have an abundance mindset. The reason why you constantly find yourself being jealous is because you think you're lacking something, that somebody has something that you do not have. And it comes from the lack mentality, the poverty mentality. By the time you begin to change your mindset and you begin to have abundant mindset, you realize that you do not see yourself being disadvantaged, that somebody has something and you do not have it does not mean that the person is better off than you. And the fact that somebody has that thing now does not mean that you cannot get that thing or achieve that thing. So if you find yourself that you're constantly jealous of somebody's possession, what they have, their dresses, their clothes, their shoes, their bags, the kind of life they live, the kind of husband or boyfriend that they have, that someone is taking them to Dubai and flying them around, that their guy is giving them money all the time, this and that, and you don't have such privilege, right? That is coming from a lack mentality. Because by the time you begin to have an abundant mentality, an abundant mindset, all those things will not move you, because you know that whatever that person has, God has given it to that person at that certain time. Your own is going to come, and you are not lacking. You are not behind because somebody has or somebody's living a flashy lifestyle, or somebody has some beautiful things and you think you do not have, is coming from a lack mentality. By the time you begin to speak abundance and you begin to confess abundance and you begin to affirm abundance every day in your life, you realize that your life will begin to align and these things will begin to come to you easily, right? It's not that you are praying and you are trying to convert what a person has. No, but you are affirming that all that you need has been made available unto you, and all that you require, God in his infinite mercy is going to give it to you. And realize that it is God that giveth more grace. I feel that most times if somebody is accomplishing so many things, maybe materially or financially, it is God that has given that person the capacity to do that at that time, the wisdom to do that at that time. Remember that promotion comes from God, and it's God that giveth more grace. If you want more grace to be able to accomplish and do some things in life, you need to ask God for that grace. And that brings me to my final point. The number 5 points is that you need to pray to God about it. If you find yourself that you cannot move past this jealousy, if you find yourself always wanting what somebody has, always wanting the kind of life that somebody has, you find yourself constantly being jealous of that person, you need to take it to God and you need to pray about it, that God should change your heart and correct your heart and turn this jealousy into what? Inspiration. And God should provide for you. So that's why if you want things, if you need anything, and you think that thing that you want is going to take you to the next level, pray about it, right? Talk to God about it. So finally, what I'm saying is that pray about it. If you realize you can't shake it off, you can't move past it, then please pray about it, because honestly with God all things are possible. And by the time you pray about it and you continue to pray about it, you begin to see the life differently. God will begin to, answer your prayers and give you all the things that you require in life, right? And you begin to see life differently. And trust me, over time you forget that you were even once a jealous person, or you're even once jealous of somebody, right? So trust me, there is nothing that you will ask from God that is not going to give it to you, right? So once you pray about it, be patient. Pray about it and be patient. Do not be anxious, because we are not all on the same level, and we will not all be on the same level. At a certain point in time, we will not all be. Success is relative. So if we're all successful and if we're all on the same level at the same time, then life is going to be boring. Okay? So yes, be content with what you have. Be content with where you are. And having that contentment, also, you know that you are content right now, but you are moving forward. You are making progress. So even if it's a little step here and there, you are getting towards your goal and you are working towards your goal, right? All right, guys, that's all for today. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you can overcome jealousy and comparison, okay? Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like content like this, please click on the like button and click on the subscribe button. You can share this video and do not forget to tell a friend about That Means by our YouTube channel. Till I see you next time. Bye.